From 3 News Now and the Omaha World-Herald, this is Omaha Sunday Morning with Jennifer Griswold.
This week on Omaha Sunday Morning, race day at the horse track has deep roots in Omaha. And for the men who jockeyed champions, the memories have not faded after years out of the saddle. Their connection to the track and the sport. Plus, stiff competition marched into town as students from across the state showed off their musical talents. A look at the marching band showdown. And a postal worker did more than just deliver the mail. She sprang into action to help a man in distress. The heartwarming story and her reaction to all the fuss. Good morning and thanks for joining us this Sunday morning. I'm Jennifer Griswold. It's the final weekend to take in all things spooky. Thousands hit haunted houses to get a good scream. But those gory ghouls and crazy clowns don't just show up and put on a mask. It takes hours of applying makeup to get you good and creeped out. Omaha World-Herald visual journalist Megan McGill shows us the labor of love that goes into scaring up fun.
I like being able to transform somebody into someone that they're not.
It's just like a nice outlet to be able to do makeup and be a little creative.
Reactions I get, that's fantastic. That's how did you put that together?
Today I'm here at Mystery Manor, one of Omaha's oldest and most popular haunted attractions. Today I'm going to take you behind the scenes to see the makeup artists, the people that are responsible for making these normal everyday people into those terrifying characters you see at night. Let's go.
I've always liked Halloween and special effects stuff, so I was 12 and I saw one of the commercials on at like 2 a.m. and I just decided to come down and try it out, and I've been here ever since.
I've been doing it for about 12 years now. Just a fan of everything gore and horrible and gross and nasty.
We usually get here around 4:30. Come in, we set everything up, put the paper down, and take out the makeup kits, put everything out the way people like to use them, and then just kind of wait for everyone to trickle in. As people come in, makeup artists will just pick up people and start doing faces and placing them in their rooms and doing the makeup accordingly.
We all just kind of feed off each other. All of us makeup artists have like a specialty where one baby is good at creating or shading, another one's good at building with latex, and like someone else is better at airbrush. So it's kind of techniques that we steal from each other, and we kind of just feed off each other.
Most of us are primarily self-taught, or we've just taught each other over the years.
Our Halloween is this. This is what we do. We work full-time jobs during the day and come here and work all night.
We have nurses that work here, actually, like a lot of them. People who work with children at like schools. Other things that wouldn't be so surprising, people who are in theater, who do tech work, who do mechanic stuff, or I do payroll and paperwork for a construction company. We're living, breathing things, and this actually means something to us other than just trying to scare you. Like, it's something that we do because we feel very passionately about either acting or the makeup or the costuming or anything like that. And people only see the boo scaring you parts, but there's so much that goes into it that people have no idea.
Takes such talent, just incredible. You still have time to check out the creepy creatures of the night at Mystery Manor. They're open through 10 p.m. on Halloween. New wheels are getting ready to hit the streets in Omaha. Metro Transit spent $11 million to bring newer, cleaner buses to Omaha. 5 new buses are en route, and all 28 new buses will join the current fleet of 100. Officials with Metro say this is a long time coming. They say neither snow nor rain will keep the U.S. Postal Service workers from doing their job. This week, one carrier was honored for going above and beyond her job requirements. She saw an elderly man in distress along her route and sprang into action. 3 News Now reporter Megan Stewart has this uplifting story of kindness.
Everyone in this neighborhood of Papillion says they love their postal worker, but perhaps no one sings her praises more than the 85-year-old man who lives here. She helped him after he had fallen out of his wheelchair.
Kind of the weirdest thing. I pulled up to the mailbox to deliver the mail for the neighborhood, and I saw him sitting in the garage in his wheelchair.
And she went across the street and put mail in the community box.
And I delivered the mail, and I got back in my truck, and I looked over again, and he was laying on the ground. I had no idea what happened. I really freaked out.
Jumped out of a truck and come running up. Can I help you? Can I help you?
For a decade, Beth Terrebonne has been a rural carrier for the post office in Papillion. In that time, she's gotten to know Jim Harless.
And he's been living here ever since I took it over. I see him every day. He's wonderful. He sits outside and wants to talk to me every day. He's a great guy.
I'll help you up, she said. And I said, no, you can't help me. I'm not too big for you to lift.
Harless has been in a wheelchair on and off for 5 years. And when he fell that day, Beth quickly came to his aid.
I said, why don't you just leave and I'll wait and my son will call me back, I'm sure.
I said, absolutely not. I will not leave you here. There's no way I'm leaving you here on the ground. So he didn't have his cell phone on him. His wife wasn't home. He was by himself.
For her thoughtful and quick action, Beth was recognized today by her colleagues at the post office. And she says now it's back to work as usual. But for those she serves, she's a reminder of the good people in this world.
She's just such a pleasant lady and works so hard.
I don't think anybody that works at the post office would just drive away and leave somebody laying on the ground. That's not something we would do.
But truly, she went above and beyond. It's a snowstorm that still has people talking 2 decades after it hit. The storm of '97 devastated the city, knocking out power and taking down trees. 20 years later, residents are still working to replace what Mother Nature took away. Their effort continues to grow. That story when Omaha Sunday Morning continues.